Welcome to Enchanted Tarot. This is for the sign of Gemini. It is a general reading. That being said, it may or may not resonate with each and every one of you. Also, just before I begin, I would like to just say that I am currently accepting private reading requests. So if you would be interested in booking a personal reading with me, please send your request to the email address that is in the description box below this video. Now, Gemini. Gemini, somebody is really missing you. We see it all over this reading. This person, if this is your story, okay, if this is your story, this person would have been most likely very harsh, very cold with you. They could have cut you out and banned you from their kingdom. The emperor is very prominent in this reading, and I feel like he may have been trying to control or manipulate things, or you even, in order to get what he wanted, So he could have been somewhat selfish in that way. He may not have been very compromising or was unwilling to compromise when it came to something, okay, and got very angry with you. Um, and so that would have grounded this ship of the sailors. We have the sailor in reverse, indicating that somebody's ship got grounded in a storm, okay, and it has left this emperor feeling trapped and restless. But I mean, it's by his own actions that he is caught here. Okay, so he wasn't careful, so his ship grounded itself. Um, the sailor reverse can indicate for the emperor. Okay, the emperor could be you, could be the other person. It could be saying that there may be a little difficult time ahead as they or you, whoever this is, try to figure this out. Okay. Um, they made an impulsive decision. That decision most likely was made out of frustration or anger, the fact that they weren't able to manipulate things the way they wanted. Excuse me. And so things didn't work out in their favor. And so there's definitely something that this emperor uh, needs to reflect on. It's like right now in this moment is not a time to make decisions. It's a time to reflect upon the decisions one made that got your ship grounded here, basically. Okay. So, because what we see is that he's very restless, okay, with this ship, trapped and restless, and wants to get out of there. But first of all, he can't impulsively make a decision to run back to you right now, because he has to figure out first how we got here and try to fix it so that his ship doesn't get grounded again in the future, you know. And so Six of Cups in reverse, there you go. He wants to come back. He's regretful for his actions, but what we want is, I mean, he can regret and go back and apologize, but it could happen again if he doesn't understand how he got here. So that's going to be key here to how this moves forward in the future. And so they are very much missing you. Um, they could be, it could be that with these cards that, well, maybe yes, they want to come out of this struggle. They just want to put this behind them. They're missing you, but maybe maybe they really need to give both of you a little bit of time. Maybe things were said and done, and because maybe they would not be welcome with open arms at this time. Okay. Um, this could even be something they're thinking. Well, maybe they won't welcome me with open arms after everything I've said or done. Okay. The emperor is very he's very temperamental. Let's put it that way. Okay. So it's important. What I pick up from here is that it is important that they don't just jump back into the relationship. That they figure out first how they got here. Okay, and then they can make their move. Okay, so the Weaver, we got the Weaver here, and it's next to the Emperor, and so the Weaver in the reverse is reaching. Uh, it could be that they're reaching an end of a particular period in their life. And rather than feeling fulfilled, well, something still feels incomplete. I kind of feel like with the Weaver, when it's in the upright, they're creating. Right now, they're not creating. Everything has grounded to a halt, like the ship, you know. And so finding out why could be connected to the Weaver in reverse, because it's possible they cannot go on any further because of loose ends. Okay, because they're lacking closure to a loose end in their past. Okay, a previous negative experience that appears to be coloring the current situation. Okay, affecting them, influencing them. And so the Weaver in the reverse could be telling this Emperor that, well, there's a loose end somewhere that needs tying off in order for you to feel complete and happy and fulfilled, in order for you to be able to move forward, or to change something, okay, or move forward successfully, and or to change something, okay, successfully again. Okay, so now the Emperor is in the upright, and that's good. And in the upright, he is about restoration, you know. And so I feel like now we see the softer side of this Emperor. And so I feel like you experienced the reversal of this Emperor, and now we are seeing the Emperor as he usually is. In control, you know, a little softer, very generous of heart. I mean, he's firm, yes, but he loves his Empress. Okay, and so I feel like he is very regretful for his actions. So, oh my goodness. So look what's next, the botanist. And so this is like, well, you know, if you want something to grow, you need to nurture it. You need to care for it. You need to apply that gentleness, you know. So 1 minute, that goes there. Okay. So I feel like he has softened a lot since this has occurred and is very regretful for his actions, but it's not enough. And when I say that, I mean that he has to figure out how he got here so he can fix it so it doesn't happen again. Because words once spoken, you can't take them back, and they can be very hurtful. So his Empress could be quite angry with him right now. And I feel like he's kind of feeling like that. Well, you know, maybe she won't welcome me with open arms because he knows what he said and he knows what he did. You know, so that's a possibility. But his heart is breaking. He misses his Empress. He's got a guilty conscience. We see that down here. So it ended very badly, very painfully with the Ten of Swords. And the Ten of Swords, and we have to look at the upright even though it is reversed. In the upright, There are, in this card only shows one sword, okay, and so that is like the current energy, I believe, and he's in a very dark place, or was. But what it tells me is that I feel like there's something that has been repeating, some unhealthy dynamic between the Emperor and the Empress. Although I do not have the devil here, but I can feel the energy around, and so I feel like this is why it's so very important that they find out how they landed here in the position that they're in current. Okay, so his heart is breaking, he or she, and they don't want this ending. They didn't mean it, when they said it. If they said that, they definitely didn't mean it. I think that internally here they are trying to make adjustments to whatever was going on in them. We have a blueprint on the wall in this Three of Coins, and we also have the Three of Coins up here. So in this one, he's alone, okay, and so he's thinking back to when it happened, when this fight happened, when the breakup happened, okay, and seeing what he's done wrong. And here he can make adjustments. So he's wanting to make these adjustments. He has a guilty conscience, and he wants to come and tell you about his plan to make these adjustments. I feel that this is what it is. I feel like, see, we have this Knight of Coins and we have him here, and he's got, here he carries a book. He doesn't carry the coin, and here he carries the coin. And so he has gained wisdom. The book is telling me he has gained wisdom here. More than likely he has learned his lesson because the wheel is here, albeit he had to learn the hard way. He has learned his lesson, and he wants to share his wisdom with you, and I feel like he wants to persuade you to come back to him. That's what I feel. I feel like he has difficulty oftentimes to express his emotions or to speak from the heart. Okay, he's very good at expressing them angrily, but not in the other sense. But that makes him a little uncomfortable, makes him feel very vulnerable, and he is the emperor. So, um, the world of shadow in the reverse. Um, so, hmm, something comes out of the dark. I suppose this could be some type of revelation that came out, or it could be just their emotions, or some repressed emotions that were suddenly revealed. Okay, it's like they may have suddenly became very angry. Okay, this is talking about fluctuating emotions, even irrational behaviors. I think that there was some repressed emotions from the loose ends, something that needs to be tied up. It's like a trigger, and this is what happened. They lost their head, they lost their cool, and may have said things they didn't really mean. Now they want to come and clear those up. There's the Wheel of Fortune, and so they've learned their lesson. They want another opportunity with you, and that's where their focus is, on getting that opportunity and clearing the air with you. Okay, what they've done is this: they've created that distance, and now you can clearly see that they want you back. But you see, look how he stands and she stands. You remember what I said? You have a card here that's stating that, well, maybe they won't welcome me back with loving arms or welcoming arms. And look at how she's standing. It just made me think of that message that you've received. And so it's like they're thinking this now. Maybe she's not going to take me back, she or he. So here they are, looking back at that spilled cup, very, very regretful. That's where their focus is. It's like a woe is me type of energy. They're feeling very, very bad. I can feel the pit of my stomach is just churning. So they're feeling really, really bad. They're assessing that situation, looking for an idea, how to fix things. And they are looking back at that situation. There he is again. So he could have a growing idea. Here he is in Woe Is Me. He's studying something here. Unable to find a solution to a problem. Um, the Melodimantum is telling him he needs to be honest. Um, Okay, let me just have a look here. I think he's been struggling with seeing the truth or admitting to himself what the truth is. I think that he needs to do an inward journey and be very, very honest about what he finds there. Okay, and not push it off into the side. I feel if he takes a very honest journey, that much will be revealed and a way out will be revealed of whatever it is that he has been struggling with. He loves his Empress, but change is needed. He must face his ghosts of the past. You see, we have the Empress and the Emperor. Very, very nice. I like to see that. And so along with death. So clearly we see from the death card that we have this person down here and they're covering their face. It's like, well, I don't want to. This is like somebody who is in denial, okay, and doesn't want to, or that is very fearful actually, and doesn't want to look at those past ghosts. Well, Death is saying that, well, if you wish to proceed with your emperor, you will have to face those ghosts. Okay, it's time. Those are those loose ends you need to pick up and tie off. Okay, and so if you want to move forward successfully with your empress or your emperor, or however this goes here, and so. Um, this is going to require him also to speak from his heart, something he's very uncomfortable in doing. But I feel he's willing here to make these adjustments. I have Temperance and I have the Star. Both of these cards speak to healing. Okay, and and wishes, adjustments, and so this emperor is going to make these adjustments for his empress. He loves her and he wants to be with her and he wants her back. And he's very, very sorry for the things he said. He's got a guilty conscience for that. And so I think that you will hear from this person very soon. And all will be well once again. Um, I feel they've learned their lesson with everything I've seen here, and so everything should go smoother in the future. Yes, you're always going to have little bumps, but not like this one. So that was a big bump. So that is what I have for you. I thank you for watching, for liking, and for sharing my videos, and for subscribing. Also, thank you to everyone who has sent in a donation. It is greatly appreciated. Many blessings to all of you. Bye for now.